Now trying to get to the VWAP, hadn't been able to make it, put in a pretty good size hammer right there. Q's doing the same thing. IWM putting in a hammer as well, but it was strong this morning, but it's stronger. Now it's down for the day. Again, SPY down about 0.2%. Q's down about just barely 0.07%. And the IWM down about 0.13%. Very flat market here. Hey Zion, what is the risk for the BBIO trade? The risk on BBIO is what we paid for it, $1.10. That's the $1.10 is the total potential loss on this thing. If it stays below 77.50 on Friday, so the risk is what you paid for it. It's always all of these trades we take are what's called defined risk. What you put into the trade is what you can lose on it. Except for credit spreads, which your risk on the credit spread is the difference between the two strikes minus the premium you collect. So BBIO max loss 110, O'Reilly max loss $5, Netflix max loss 240, 245, or whatever we can pay for it. Spread on BBIO is widening out. Yeah, it's been pretty wide all day too. Yeah, 155 by 235. It's been pretty wide. 60 by 120 on the other ones. It's been pretty wide all day on BBIO. Trading at $1.05 right now as the midpoint, but again, this midpoint is all over the place because of the giant spread on the options. Moderna moving on volume. Thank you, Roger. Yeah, good volume on Moderna moving up here this morning. 38.45, 38.45. Resistance on Moderna, 38.45. Pretty close. PB, Sarah, it's such a piece of crap that the small loss would feel like a win. Yeah, I know. It'd be nice to get out of this thing. We got some folks get out of it this morning already. But it's still running. It's still moving above the 8 and the 15. It's still bullish, and we got that 78.44 that it poked through this morning. It has a high today of 78.80. We'll see where it goes. Again, it's a biotech stock. It's not really impacted by the market very much. Market, what the market's up or down doesn't really impact biotech stocks. BBIO kind of just trades to its own drummer here. But again, still moving up, trying to move back up again here. And if you want to take it off for whatever you can get it for, if it gets into profits, 120, 125, go ahead, take it off. We got 3 days till expiration on it, so there's no telling what it might do. Roblex right about what I paid for it so far. Hasn't really done too much. These are cats. These are out of the money calls that I'm doing on Roblex. trying to move back up here. Roblex trying to move back up here. SPY just not able to get through that VWAP right there. Q's did get through it. Q's above the VWAP now, and SPY trying to get above the VWAP. IWM just chopping around. A lot of choppiness today. Had a big move down this morning. Then it's just kind of chopped around. BBIO pulled back to the VWAP and now it's trying to bounce. Hey Ruth.
What?
You detect any water on the toilet?
No.
No?
I didn't look too close.
That's a good sign.
I was too busy doing something else.
Ay, ay, ay. SPY has gotten through the VWAP now. Market internals coming down as the SPY tries to push up through the VWAP here. The market internals are pretty weak. Roblex just moving sideways here, as flat as can be. Apple bounced up a little bit, back up 50 cents for the day now, trading above the 100-day moving average. BBIO trying to bounce off of the VWAP, now trying to get above the 8 and the 15. We'll see if it does. By pushing higher here. Well, I'm 45 right now. Hey, Roger. Take a look at Wix for possible swing short. Volume not high, but the daily chart looks good. Okay, thank you, Wix. Yeah, it certainly does look good as a short. Yep, Wix a nice short. Let's look at it over here. Wix right there breaking down daily chart. Pretty big sell-off yesterday. That's a pretty big volume candle right there. Let me switch this to Hypothetical for just a minute. Yeah, Hypothetical reversal actually happened right there. Yeah, it's a nice. This is a nice continuation of the downside. I like that one, Wix. I'll take a look at some of the puts on that one. Wide options, Dan said. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Just has monthlies on Wix, which means you got to take today's, or you got to go out into February, where they have earnings on the 18th, by the way. Can't really find anything here I'd want to trade on it. That's the problem. Let's see if we get some support on this thing. A lot of high volume candlesticks between 89.53 and 79.74. A lot of high volume candles in there. I don't know. Yeah, the premiums are paid to try to trade. So I don't really see anything I would want to take. Still coming in pretty nicely. Probably not a bad stock just to short the stock. $87.50 puts. Those are out of the money. 130 by 155 expiring Friday. I'm gonna look around for some other things. NVIDIA relative strength. Thank you. Yeah, big push in NVIDIA right now. Coming up. Gap came right down to the 100-day moving average today, right there, right to the 100. Yesterday, all the way across here, and now it's bouncing. Pretty nice move here on the 5-minute chart. Look at that. Nice move up in NVIDIA. Probably a short-term. Switch to the 5-minute. Probably a short-term cat trade right here. I'm not going to chase it, however. This market is way too unstable at the moment. SPY's still going up, though. Q's also moving up. Roblex popping now a little bit. BBIO bouncing back up again. All right, let's look here. Roblex up a little bit for me right now. I get a 127. It's 142. It's up 15 cents, about 10%. Apple, the risk reversal spread on Alaska. Apple, I paid $30 for yesterday, trading at 34 right now. And BBIO is saying 140 right now. I got a 145 sell order on it. I don't know if we're going to get there or not. This thing is, the spreads are so wide on this thing.
Whoever's watching these the markets, the Nasdaq seen a 200 handle pop off lows. No specific headline for this move higher.
Q's just moving really up strong here right now.
All three indices popping.
NVIDIA ripping up that was just mentioned.
Nasdaq and the S&P popping off of lows. No specific headline for this move higher. Following those earlier Trump comments on Iran that hit markets.
Apple moving up to about 261 here.
On F4, seen a volume pop. Circulated some comments of U.S. Secretary saying that they should expect a Ford announcement today.
Apple open with a nice little move to the upside here for an intraday type trade. Apple open. Not a lot of big volume, however. Nvidia is strong as well. Apple open with insane premiums for the calls on this thing. Apple open, pretty nice move there. Watching Roblex also starting to bounce up here. Getting pretty close to taking profits in Roblex right now. BBIO trading 125, it says. Spreads are really, really wide. Roblex starting to move here. BBIO also moving up nicely here. We actually might get filled on this thing today. Again, APP is a decent UMCAT trade, although the volume is not that great. Nvidia is also, but options are really tough to trade here. Nvidia with a really, really nice push higher. 687 is resistance on Nvidia. Got quite a bit of room. Q still doing pretty well here. SPY moved up through the VWAP. VBIO still looking pretty nice here. Again, trading over 79. Apple also moving up here nicely as well. took my profits in Roblex. Took profits in Roblex. Still moving. So I'm out of Roblex. NVIDIA flattening out right here. If you're in NVIDIA, I probably would take profits right now. Again, APP is also a decent long, although notice it doesn't have any big volume. I've had a few interspersed this morning, but nothing huge. NVIDIA did have some really nice volume moving up here. Again, I would be out of that right now if I got into it. I didn't, but if I had, I would be out. And I'm out of Roblex. I took good profits in Roblex.
ASST, Strive, and Semler Scientific announced shareholder approval for acquisition of Semler Scientific. That's on ASST.
Charles, this is David Wyse. And Jane Clark and Baker Lane. You had come on about 6 months ago to look at Penny Law, which is that bridges.
Again, I'm out of a Roblex, which has been pulled back after I got out. So the exit was pretty good. Apple's still trading at about, oops, something just filled. Okay, APP. Yeah, I'd taken a quick trade in APP. It was pretty expensive. I didn't call it out because it was way too much money. Out of the monies were going for about $1,700. So I did take some and just made about a quick $150 on it. But that was just an APP. Nice move up here in APP. Look at this thing still going. But again, I'm out because the options are extremely expensive. So I'm out of APP. Again, that was pretty expensive. So again, I didn't call it. It was when I looked at them, they were going for about the out of the monies were going for about 675s. We're going for about $1,600 for the 675s. And they're up now to 1720. But I got out for about $150 a contract more. And I'm done with that one right now. That's enough. And I'm out of Roblex. That worked out very nicely. Made a nice profit in Roblex. Made a nice profit in SMCI today as well on these UMCAT trades. And right now waiting on BBIO. See if we get this thing to push a little bit higher. It's printing $1.20 right now. I get $1.45 as a sell order for a profit. All right. Little flurry of activity. I did not trade NVIDIA, but it was really a nice, when it was called out, that was a nice UMCAT trade. But again, you would want to be out right here when it starts to do that. Those are just fairly quick trades. Netflix just moving sideways this morning. O'Reilly pulled back down about $1. DG still a really nice setup. DG really, that was called out yesterday by Sarang. I think this is a really nice setup. CNC is also a decent swing long. Let's see what else we can find here. Okay, let me see if we have any questions. I want to look for some more trades. Hey, Sacklin, thoughts on Netflix currently? Yeah, I'm still short it. I mean, I'm okay. It's still a short. I want to see it break down below 85.11. 89.11. It's trading at 89.81 right now. Went up to the 8 exponential today and failed. That 89.11 has been holding, however. It's 89.81. We have 90-50 calls puts on this thing, so we're in the money by almost $2. So I'm going to hold it and see if we break down. Bought shares of Roblex. I have a sell order at 85, trying to not to get too greedy. Roblex trading, looking to get out for 85. Yeah, I mean it's a really good setup. With the shares, you're probably okay to hold them for a bit right now. It's a pretty nice little move in Roblex right here. Nice move up here today, right through the 8, right through the 15. Notice the 8 moving up toward the 15. You get room up to about 86.90. I think 85 is a good target, Simon, on that one. Very nice trade. Yeah, it's a nice D1 chart. It's coming off a low. Definitely is. Today is confirming that the bottom is in. Again, I did take a quick trade in APP. Probably could have stayed in a little bit longer, but it was so expensive. Again, it was around $16 when I looked at it for the 675s, which are now in the money, of course, and they're now trading at 18.60. All right, see if we have any questions over in the into the YouTube room. Hey, what FT ware? What? What are you saying? What FT ware are you using? Are you talking about software? I'm using this is Thinkorswim. This is my SPY Super System platform. Right? This is what I use for the SPY Super System to get the SPY information here on the institutions. These are SPY Super System indicators. I use TC2000 for my charting program, TC2000, and I use Tradier for my trading program. Market Internal's coming in, by the way, right now. So I use Tradier to trade on. I use Thinkorswim for my SPY Super System indicators. Right here, the one that does this is a very important piece of software. When you get the indicators on here for the SPY Super System to tell you whether the institutions are coming in or going out or not trading it at all. And then I use TC2000 for my charting program, and I also do some scans on TC2000. Again, this software here you can buy from Rightline. This is the SPY Super System software. You can get it, they'll put it on your Thinkorswim platform. You don't have to trade on Thinkorswim, but it'll go on Thinkorswim or it goes on NVIDIA, and it'll look just like mine. With the scans here cascading up, these are relative strength stocks, relative weakness stocks, and these are potential swing trades right down here on this particular scan. You get all of these scans with the software. And again, this is current time frame momentum, multi-time frame momentum, and long-term trend on the 5-minute chart. This is what we use on the 5-minute chart for intraday trades. For swing trades, you've got to use the current time frame momentum here and the multi-time frame momentum here for swing trades off the daily chart. Green and blue is bullish, red and yellow is bearish. Okay, SPY came back up through the 8, and the 8 is just starting to roll around a little bit here now. Roll back down again. So I'm out of Roblex, I'm out of APP. I took profits in SMCI this morning. There's the 3 really good OMCAT trades. APP is not one I would recommend though, because it was too expensive. Can you also use it in Ninja? You can use it on Ninja. Yeah, you can get it's called the money flow tracker on Ninja, as opposed to the on the SPY Super System. It's called money flow tracker, and it'll go on Ninja. Ninja typically is, most people will use that for futures, but it'll run on Ninja. You can put it on Thinkorswim and trade futures off of it as well. Since if I throw up the ES up here, you're gonna get the same information that you get in all the stocks here, all of the indicators for the ES or the EQ or the NQ or whatever you want to use. It's going to use it. It'll anything you put in here, it's going to work. I mean, if I put in gold, it's going to show me gold. If I put in any particular indicator, it's going to work. I can use it for commodities, pork bellies, etc., all that kind of stuff. Okay. All right. Roblex pull back a little bit. Netflix starting to cool down a little bit now. 89.50 stick, still needs to get through 89.11. BBIO still trading at 78.65. Moved up, pulled back a little bit again. It's very, very frustrating, this BBIO. Trading at $1.20 right now as a midpoint, but the spreads are wide. Zach, thoughts on sell H for a swing line if it holds 100 today? Sell H? Oh, let's look. I don't know. Nice move in this thing. Yeah, I get a little bit of a pullback. It's right at 100. Get this 53.05, then 54.86 on sell H. Right now, it's the 8 on this thing is $51 basically, so it's extended by about $1.80. So it's just about 1 ATR, so it's not too extended. I don't know. I'm not thrilled with it. You know, it does have a gap fill up here, pretty big gap fill, but it's got a bunch of resistance levels to get through. But it's definitely a long. I mean, it's coming off the bottom here. So it's not something I'm going to take, but I certainly wouldn't recommend against it. But I would want you to, I would want to see it over 53.05. I want to see it over 53.05 to take it at all. If I look at the daily on this thing, let's see what it looks like on the SPY Super System. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you get green across the board here, so you're all right. The SPY just moving sideways now. All right, I'll be back in just a sec. Ruthie, I'll help you with those.
I got it.
Push those things. I don't like to see you stretch like that. Huh?
I'm in a lot of pain.
Really?
Lay down in a minute.
Did you take any pills for it?
I haven't yet.
Oh, you should. Here, I'll put that aside, buddy. You didn't get tip that, did you?
I have to wash these, like, get them washed before we go.
Well, that's
It's
rough.
not dirt. Yeah, I know. I have to.
We get that a lot.
Yeah, leave everything. Good stuff. I'll take care of it.
Here. This is in your leg and in your hip, not your back.
I don't know.
I don't know where it's coming
My
from.
ass, my hip, I think the ass and hip. Because of
Might be
that.
bursitis.
Hmm?
It might be bursitis.
Yeah. And the thing for bursitis is ice and heat and rest.
Yeah, you can't do anything about it.
And that's the other thing.
What? Yeah, the rest of the stuff. Rest. And fix the pills. Mitigate the pain. This is really getting tough.
She's moving stuff around here. She's having stuff moved.
As long as you process that kind of stuff for anybody
Huh?
moving in.
Yeah, but the kitchen's not that difficult.
What kind of driveway?
That's good. How's it? How's it bad?
You took the pills?
Yeah.
This all going in the recycle?
No, no. Just the
What's this? Oh, I put for here to recycle. I put something in the recycle.
yeah, I already
Oh, you took it. Cold up there.
yeah, it is. It's gonna run all these errands.
Yeah.
Usually it stops after a while, but
At the pain?
probably my knee.
All right. Spy with a little, as I step away, this spy just flipped back down again. And high yesterday on the spy, by the way, was 696.09. Today, 696.09. That's a double top for sure right there. 696.09, which is the all-time high. You put that on here. All-time high right there, and we touched it today. 696.09. Yesterday and today.
You're getting on the pillow behind me, you stinker. Oh, you're a stinker. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Okay. Did you want to get on there yourself? Oh. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, pulled back a little bit. Again, I'm out of that one. I'm out of Roblex. I took profits in that. Fortunately, it's pulled back. BBIO creeping up here as the market pulls back. BBIO again. BBIO does not trade with the market. It's a biotech. They trade on their own. So worked pretty well. All right, VTRS, another one of the biotechs popping up to $13. VTRS. Yeah, nice move in VTR. That's a nice daily chart, trading at 12.96. VTRS right here. Nice daily chart in VTRS. Also GPCR breaching 80. Yeah. So this one, this is a beautiful chart right here. I wish there was a way to play options on it, but there isn't. At least there wasn't the last time I looked. It does have options, but $80 calls, 210 by 275. Just has monthlies. 70, 70, 50, 250 by 470. Just too expensive. Let's see what VTRS looks like. VTRS, which has a lot of options, by the way. And so it's VTRS. Again, monthlies, just monthlies. Moving up today at $13. Big volume coming into VTRS right now. It's actually a pretty nice setup. Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, 1304. It's not moving a lot. This doesn't move a lot, but you can take the 13 calls for 15 by 20 cents. Had my mic off. Sorry, VTRS. You can take the $13 calls right now for 15 by 20 cents, 15 by 20 cents on VTRS. That's when Ari just called out. I had my mic off, so you didn't hear me talking about it. But about 20 cents. It's not trying to get filled on it, but I can't get filled for less than 20. I get filled on 20 on VTRS. I'm just taking this as a quick shot off of this move. This big, you see the volume. He just came shooting into this thing, and he said it's at the conference, so maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Might keep on pushing higher with VTRS. A nice move right there. Again, I took the calls on it for basically it's an UMCAT trade off of news here. Very nice move in this. Again, I took them for 20 cents, the $13 for 20 cents. Beautiful. It's really nice. The daily chart on this thing is beautiful, but it only has monthly, so you got to take this week's, or you got to take out to February, which I haven't looked at those because I'm planning on just day trading it. But it's actually a pretty nice. This is a pretty nice setup right here. Nice look on that, Ari. Very nice. I'll take 30 cents on if I can get it. It may keep on going. I don't know. Right now it's 28, 25. I might change that. change my sell order on VTRS to 35. Again, I paid to $20 for these things. They're printing 30 right now. It's trading at 33.15, so the calls are in the money by 15 cents. See if it continues up. You don't need much more of a push here to get filled. But I'm not going to chase it for too long. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's really a nice setup on VTRS. As it pulls back a little bit. Again, these things really, this kind of moves really impact the option prices dramatically. Still got big volume. SPY coming back down a little bit here. Qs also. Again, I'm watching this VTRS pull back from 1307. Could have taken it off at 30 cents probably, which would have made sense. I was trying to get 30 cents, which would have been 50%, but I moved it up a little bit. I was muted, sorry. Aren't we above intrinsic? How does BBIO make sense? Because the spreads are really wide on it, Sarang. Yeah, we're above us. This is a spread, but remember, we've got 77.50 calls, which we're in the money on by about 60 cents, and $80 calls, which we're out of the money on. But you're just because you're above the 77.50, we're trying to get $1.65 for it or $1.45 for it, and you get big spreads between the calls that we bought and the calls that we sold. So the fill is going to be tough on that. We just have to wait to get filled. You just leave it out there on BBIO. It's going for $1. It's printing $1.35 right now, so we'll see. VTRS now trading at 23 cents, which means probably about 20. So we'll see if we get another push in it. Still getting a lot of volume in BTRS. Pretty good strong volume. Obviously, it was a little bit of selling on this candlestick. But again, I'm leaving it at 30 cents. If I can get out for 30, I get in for 20. That's a 50% profit on basically an UMCAT trade with news. I don't know what the news is, but they're in the J&J conference today, as I pointed out. About 12:30 right now. I'm going to take some lunch here in about 15 minutes. I'm going to wait to see about this VTRS that we're in. BBIO just trading at $1.23 right now. If you want to push it down to $1.25 and try to take profits, you probably can. But it's kind of just fluctuating all over the place. VTRS now starting to pull back. I think I missed my opportunity to get out of that one. Yeah, it's pulling back. We'll see how far down it goes. It's got still got the 8 down below here. Very, very stubborn. Very, very stubborn. Very, very uh, uh, volatile. This VTRS. Still getting quite a bit of volume. But down to 20 cents right now. Um, it's probably 15 by 20, which means I probably can't get filled. Yeah, it's 15 by 25 right now in VTRS. It's 10 cent spread's pretty wide on this one right now.
Remember, see a little daunting
Hi,
in
this is
markets
Ruth Wise.
coming
I
from
am
even
calling
today.
about
It says
rebilling.
the
I
U.S.
have
could
two
take some action
insurances I shouldn't be getting billed.
against Greenland
Please
in
give
the
me a
next few
call.
weeks or months.
843-737-2757. Ruth Wise from Charleston, South Carolina.
Is that the insurance thing?
Yeah, fuck this.
And this VTRS I've got expiring Friday. I'll probably hold it if it doesn't. If I don't get filled today, I'll probably hold it because I like the daily chart a lot here. It's a nice PBO right here, back down to this level right here with the moving up. This is a really, really nice pattern in this thing, and so I will not. I'm not going to exit it today. I'm not going to take a loss on it. I'm going to hold it.
Remember, I was watching a little volatility in markets. Also watching some of these Greenland plays, typically CRML, seeing a little volume pop on that as well.
And Apple's still trying to move up here as the SPY comes down. Again, so I'm just going to leave my VTRS order in there. I'm going to hold it. If it doesn't close today, I'm going to hold it because I like this daily setup.
Official says Greenland action could come within weeks or months. That's the title of the article.
SPY putting in a hammer here. Some pretty wild price action actually here. This is pretty crazy. Look at this hammer over here. Big move up, another hammer here. Let's see if we get another move out of the SPY like that. The Q's also putting in a big hammer here. NVAX with a nice move. Right there. Good volume as well on NVAX. This scan is actually pretty good for finding UMCAT trades because these typically have relative strength. You just have to obviously look at them looking for some big volume. And these are shorts right here. Harry pointing out Walmart all-time high. Walmart all-time high. Yep, moved up today. It's up about 1.6%. Stretching out a little bit to a little too extended. I think 115.50 and the price at 119, so about $4.50 extended from the ATR. ATR is 240. Yeah, it's a little extended.
Also, talk members that President Trump is speaking soon in Detroit at the Ford plant. He has also talked that he is expected to talk about Iran in his speech.
Trump's going to be speaking a little bit here. He's at a Ford plant, but they said he may be talking about Iran. That's what caused the market to drop so hard this morning. We'll see what happens. SPY coming, just be aware of it. I don't know when it'll happen. SPY coming in, Q's coming in. Apple with a nice move up here. Nice move up. Again, I have that Apple risk reversal spread on. I have a call debit spread and a put credit spread on the same stock. Credit spread below and a put debit spread above. A call debit spread above, I mean. And I paid $30 for it yesterday. It's trading at 42 right now. I actually have a sell order at 60. Trying to squeeze out 100% on this. We'll see what happens. BBIO still midpoint right now, 132. Roblex pulled back some. BTRS pulled back some. Okay. See if we have any questions. Hey, BTRS, Joe, you had the first target at 30. That was smart. We'll see where it goes. Midpoint right now is $17. All right, about 12:40. I'm going to get some lunch. Let me go ahead and end the YouTube feed. Again, thanks everybody from YouTube. I appreciate you being here today. We'll be back tomorrow about 11:30 for another exciting day of trading. It's been a pretty wild morning.
Watch a little volume in the VMC.
Market's still down slightly, but very slightly. So again, thanks so much for being here. Again, if you're interested in the trading room that I have, or the alert service, or the software here, the SPY Super System software, an excellent piece of software to identify institutional involvement. I use it all the time, and it's what drives my win rate up to 85 to 90%. So go ahead and, if you're interested, go to rightlinetrading.com, or you can call Rightline, and his number, Rory's number right down there is 786-732-4656. All right, see you all tomorrow. Have a great